Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are kicking off an amazing new series that I've planned, a virtual flight tour of the 8 biggest airports in Canada, all within the amazing world of XPlane 11. And this isn't just a one-off, I'm planning to do this for every, at least major country. I don't know how much time I have to do this, so we're gonna see. But for this Canadian adventure that we now have, the first video, I've meticulously planned out our routes using real-life flight paths, flight numbers, and aircrafts that you typically see on these legs. We're going to be using 3 of the most commonly known airlines in Canada, and we're going to be flying to some great destinations. We're kicking things off with 3 WestJet 737-800 flights. The first one will be from Vancouver to Calgary, WestJet flight 104. Next up, we're gonna fly to Edmonton with WestJet flight 166, and after Edmonton, we're gonna be flying to Winnipeg on WestJet flight 484. In Winnipeg, we're gonna be switching aircraft and also airline. We're gonna be flying Air Canada's A320 flight 264 to Toronto Pearson Airport. Then we're switching airports on the ground via car. We're gonna be heading to Toronto City Airport, and we're gonna be flying with Porter Airlines Dash 8 flight 2275 to Ottawa. From Ottawa, we're gonna be flying an E190. This is a slight deviation from the real-life CRJ 900 because I don't like flying my CRJ 900 in the XPlane 11. So we're gonna be using the E190. And it will be Air Canada 8006 from Ottawa to Montreal. And the last leg will be Air Canada's flight 664 from Montreal to Halifax, flying in an A320. This would also normally be an A220, but since we don't have those for XPlane 11, I'm not able to fly this route with an A220. So without further ado, let's just hop straight into the flight deck of the 737 and start the first flight. Okay, we're ready to start. 50%. And Toga.
folks, from the cockpit. We're starting a slow descent at this time. We would like to ask you to return to your seats, fasten up your seatbelts for the duration of the flight. It's been a pleasure having you on board with us. Thanks for flying with Delta today. I can fly attendants. Go ahead and prepare the cabin for arrival, please.
Ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to refill them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. And kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle.
Attendants, please prepare the cab for arrival.
Flight attendants will pass through the cabin to complete their final safety check. Please check around your seating area for all remaining cups, glasses, other articles you wish to discard. Thank you so much. We'll be landing shortly.
Approaching decision height, 300. Minimums,
Continue.
200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20,
Oh.
10.
Yeah, come. Yes.
Allow those passengers behind you to make their way to their seat as well. If you're traveling with a larger rollerboard, please place it in the overhead bins, either wheels or handles first on either side.
Delta now allows U.S. domestic passengers to use handheld devices like tablets and cell phones on board at any time, as long as all cellular functions are disabled. Larger electronic devices like laptops should be turned off and stowed until we're airborne. And the Princess rode off into the sunset. The end.
Alright. Take off. Sogar. Was it? Erst wieder live. Check.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
Possibly.
Give up.
Now reach an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices. And a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. Selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available.
Hey, good afternoon, folks. From the cockpit, we're starting a slow descent at this time. We would like to ask you to return to your seats, fasten up your seatbelts for the duration of the flight.
Approaching decision height. 300. Minimums.
Continue.
200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20,
Ja, kommt.
10.
A little bit harder, but okay. Perfect.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Or enjoying any other larger electronic devices. They must be stowed either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin.
Okay, be sure all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin. And place smaller items under the seat in front of you. And ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear.
Operation complete.
Delta now allows U.S. domestic passengers to use hand...
Alright, we're ready for departure. Landing, one-way turn-off, this is not needed. Rope lights. Take off. 50% throttle. Toga. First is set. Airspeed alive. Check. Fast hold.
V1. Rotate. Positive brake.
Give up.
Seatbelt sign has been switched on. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been switched on.
Gear down. And flaps full.
Approaching decision height. 300. Minimums.
Continue.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20,
Too much. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that wasn't a good landing. That wasn't a good landing. Alright guys, welcome in Winnipeg. Now we are actually gonna be changing aircraft to the A320, and bear with me, the A320 is an aircraft that I have not flown in a while, so it could be that the flight or the landing will be a little bit rougher like this one, but we're gonna see.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew, we kindly ask that you direct your attention to the review of the emergency procedures. There is
Right flight control check. Pull right. Pull left. Pull down. Winnipeg traffic, Air Canada 264 just pushed back onto Echo. We are gonna be taxiing to runway 36 via Echo, India, Hotel, crossing 31 and to Charlie. Winnipeg traffic, Air Canada 264, crossing runway 31. Landing lights, drop lights, wing light.
Approaching 36.
Yep, I know. Alright, take off. %, brakes release, chrono. Nine flag 66, SAS runway, auto fast blue. Airspeed alive. Rust set. Oh, we are fast. 100 knots. We are accelerating really fast. V1 rotate. Positive for the clamp. Gear up. And flaps up. Winnipeg traffic, Air Canada 264 is now changing to Unicom. Counter traffic, Air Canada 264, 5 nautical miles from Ongog. Soon we'll be on final 1v15 left.
Counter traffic, WestJet 506, departing 05. I should be able to get in before that Army truck. It's close.
Copy that. Yeah, Air Canada 264, we are still 17 nautical miles or something like that out.
Roger, thanks.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty gusting wind. I just hope we don't get a wind shear. I'll be ready for it. Counter traffic, Air Canada 264 is now 3 nautical miles DME to 1v15 left. We're on short final. Airplane smile.
100 about traffic, Air Canada 407 on a right base turn for runway 6 right.
Minimum.
Continue.
200.
Oh yeah, it's pretty choppy out here. Man.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 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 Retard.
Yeah, good. Was a good landing. Perfect. Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff. Ready for departure. B1, rotate. Oh, we have some pretty strong winds here. Oh. Yep. Positive way to climb. Gear up.
Terrain.
There's no terrain. Gear down. Autopilot disengaged. Airplane is mine. And we are now at the minimum, so continue.
Terrain.
Yeah, but I want to. Now going to land, mate. Still too far to the right. On the right.
50, 40, 30,
Don't lag now, please.
10.
Oh, that was a good landing. Well, welcome to Ottawa. The next flight is gonna be an Air Canada E190 flying to our next destination.
Cushion. Then rest your upper body on the cushion. Federal aviation regulations require your compliance with all lighted signs, posted placards, and crew member instructions. Federal law prohibits smoking in the aircraft cabin and lavatory at any time. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying a lavatory smoke.
%, a little bit more, okay, and $80 knots. Oh yeah, this plane is extremely fast. Because of the clamp gear with accelerating. We
As a reminder, please make sure all personal belongings are clear the aisle, and let us know if there's anything we need to do to get you ready for landing.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
$200. $100. 50. 40.
Throttle.
30. 20. 10.
Great landing. Oh, but we bounced.
Auto brake.
Right at the holding point, so we are ready for takeoff.
On runway 24 left.
Alright, takeoff. 50% further. Chrono. My flag 65 SS runway autopass blue. 80 knots. V1 rotate. Also great. Gear up. flaps up.
Engines humming in the cold blue air. Morning light on the wind out there. Maps and a runway, city lights below. One more country, one more road to go. Started west where the ocean shines. Vancouver waking in silver light. Rode from the gate with a heart full of plans. Chasing the skyline across this land. Calgary caught through the prairie gold. Every skies felt bright and bold. Every leg like a page turned on. Every climb like a brand new song. From the clouds I can see it clear. Every mile says I made it here. No matter how far the runway runs, I keep following the rising sun. From Vancouver lights to hell.
Get on. We still have 40 knots of crosswind. But this is one of the most violent approaches I've ever flown. The wind is throwing me around like something.
100 above.
And now it calms down.
500.
I knew it. Now it calms down. Wow.
Minimum.
No, it doesn't. Continue.
400.
Land.
300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 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 5.
Oh.
Different skies but the same old flame. The engines fade, the memories stay. Another departure, another place. And somewhere high above the blue, I found a little more of me too. From Vancouver lights to Halifax dawn, I'm writing my story and carrying on over the rivers, the fields, the snow. Canada under me, glowing below. Every touchdown feels like a dream. Every city is more than it seems. From coast to coast, I'm chasing the view. Canada tour, I'm flying it through. One more gate, one more sky to cross, one more memory in the...
And that concludes our Canada tour. We are now in Halifax at the east coast. We started on the west coast. The last landing was very rough because of the wind. I was getting thrown around like a paper plane in a storm. So yeah, welcome to Halifax and stay tuned for the next new video. Hope you enjoyed it and bye bye.